Hello, everybody, and welcome. We're D&D Boyband. I need to switch my mic. Group of friends that all like to play D&D Pretty Boys because apparently it's not fantasy, and that's everyone's hot. My name is Jamie, and we have a full house tonight, but it's going to be the last time we have that for a month. Our group of heroic adventurers. First of all, we have Ben as Mercy,
Live long and prosper, friends.
Luke as Arvis, not last. That's actually broken him. That's what's happened.
He's lagging out.
Lagging out.
Prosper,
Can't handle me.
No, I actually muted myself.
Right. This is why Arvis is last. Needs some time to prepare. Erin is Toad.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
Sai is Quan.
Hello, I am low quality side today.
Yes, who unfortunately is traveling / working on cosplay, so will be represented by artwork today. Include as Casimir.
Oh, hi. I'm a grandma today with my sewing needle. Like half
Yes.
the people in this group, I think.
You're about to hear why, but some members of the group will be a little busy with their hands during this session. There is nothing sinister going on. Eski is Pod.
Hello. I don't know how to sew.
Same. But if we cared enough and if we tried hard,
If I cared, I could do it. I could have banned anyone.
Peak male arrogance.
The only thing holding me back is my own
Shut up.
apathy.
Hello everyone and welcome. We have some super exciting announcements. As I said, we have some amazing cosplayers and world champions in the group, and Clued has an announcement in relation to that.
Who are the amazing cosplayers? I don't know them.
There are
I
at least three of them. There are at least three of them.
It's
in this chat.
Eski and Ben.
I sent
Yeah.
that. Psyduck and I, that's Psy for y'all normies, will be guesting at London MCM Expo this weekend. We are judging the World Cosplay Summit prelims, the qualifiers. So we will be on stage on Saturday in that slot, if you so happen to go to the con. And on Sunday, we are doing a panel to celebrate our glorious victory in dressing up. Yay. So, yeah, we'll be at the con. We're all sewing in costumes. I'm making a Starion because I'm a simp for that kind of boy. It's obvious. And yeah, see you there.
Our
That's it. That's all I got to say.
Our second announcement, which I will say while Jamie takes this moment to swap his microphone over to the correct
I've
one.
sorted it, thank you.
Oh, thank goodness. You no longer sound like you're an airplane pilot. Our second announcement is because we will be at Comic-Con, our good friends at Harps Corp, who we did a little promo with about a month ago, will also be there. And if you are interested, you can pick up our new boy band flyers there. This is our old one, which is mostly kind of black with white text on it. But our new version has got this cute little poster design. I mean, it's kind of pointless if you're watching the stream right now. You already know who we are and whatever, but if I just want to show off the flyers, okay? We worked really hard on them and I like them a lot.
They
so.
look fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank
And whilst we
you.
felt a little bit awkward about handing them out last night at the Critical Role show, we didn't.
Yeah.
They do look incredible.
We were like, it's a
um,
faux pas if we hand them out at the Critical Role show. But we can hand them out at MCM, so let's go.
MCM. So yeah, I think most of us will be there. Most of us will be there for the panel as well to hear from Sai and Clued. But I think that's everything.
That's
think
all
we're
the
ready to start.
announcements. Yes.
Okay. To get you up to speed, last week, not much happened. The group reconvened, discussed their plan moving forward, discussed the information they gathered, as well as some tidbits of information on the dossier they'd recovered from Nadiska about their opposing rivals. They got a letter from a devil who said that he now owed them a favor. Some of them got some information and deals with a hag. Some didn't. Hated old people. And you made your way to Reedholme, where your plan was to intercept the other party before they get to Razor, or before Razor gets to them. I believe your current plan is to meet the other party, not necessarily let them know what's about to happen, but to wait and strategically intervene when you want to. You rolled a natural 20 on your survival check, so you have arrived a day or two before you suspect Razor will arrive. The other party is already here. So you'll meet them there. They've been here for a day or two. I'm trying to remember if there was anything else. I think there is something else that happened towards the end of the session, but it's evading me. Roleplay wise.
We met a hag.
I didn't write a recap this week, so I was con crunching. I'm sorry. None of us have any idea what happened.
None of us know what happened. It's very
We're lost.
confusing.
We're lost without my weekly essays.
I rewatched the episode,
Oh,
but I have the memory of a goldfish.
That's okay. We'll get to it. Or we'll ask Jen.
Aaron's been huffing glue.
Well, we met this cool hag. Well, maybe not hag. Maybe she's just an old lady, but
Maybe just not
and Arvis got this really cool like frog tongue whip thing, and Mercy was really sus, and then Pod got given like this little frog statue that like gives you a natural 1 every day, and
That's where you are. You were rolled a natural 20. Oh, that was it. Sorry. You told Fazul that Corin was the traitor.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was the
top saw the
big
Khan was a
thing.
traitor.
Yeah. So, I will say that you are traveling to Reedholme. You are going to arrive there for 4. Is there anything you all wanted to discuss or talk about before you arrive?
Well, I think at some point on the journey, I would have tried to read the map that I traded the ability to say kittens for. So I
Yep.
think probably at some point in a camp night in the traveling, Casimir would have whipped out the large gilded mirror that he obviously has as an essential in his traveling pack, and would hold it over his shoulder. Having been told that you cannot directly look at this paper, he will try to observe it through the mirror.
Yeah. And Casimir, as a fairly high int character, that's successful. The
It is.
map fully unveils itself before you.
Yeah, isn't that-
It is
This
a
is
location. It is not, unfortunately, in the Stormlands, but it is a location that is fairly famous that you recognize. It is a path. Sorry. It is a map of the area near the Crooked Smile, an a heavily fortified series of battlements and fortresses lining the area between Abaddon's Empire and the Ironclad Alliance. It denotes an area slightly off the coast here, and basically says it's listed at a point of a sunken ship, a ship that was sunk that contains a powerful magical item, is what the map tells you. And its location. Should you make it to that part of the world, it is certainly a lead you should attempt to find and carry up on.
All right. Well, I'm going to pocket that knowledge for later. Is there any hints on the map as to what sort of item it might be?
Yes.
A black orb.
Absolutely not. What's a black orb?
Oh.
Wait,
don't know
a
what's
black
a black orb with
orb? I
you.
thought Discord froze. Was it me or was it everyone?
A black orb from some of you may recognize from a previous one shot we did.
Oh, a black orb.
We'll pocket the knowledge.
Interesting.
Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Worth, boys. Who needs kittens anyway?
Yeah. So, anything else on your journeys?
Now that we've sent the thingy, I don't know if we did this already, and if we did, then forgive me for forgetting. But could Mercy try and see if Fazul is still alive in this timeline? Now that we've sent him a message with Corin as well.
So, from your, I'll say that over your time period, you can perceive or divine that they are both still alive.
Okay, cool.
Interesting.
Okay, I share this with the group that neither has killed the other. Although whether there's something else has happened, I can't be sure.
Sure,
surprised.
Mercy. Still didn't fly into a rage and kill Corin on the spot. He's really been measured about this.
Jamie, do I have any more information?
No.
Okay. Certainly, it's possible that he flew into a rage, but I know for certain that Corin is still alive, as is Fazul.
I'm surprised.
And there, usually you see these kinds of things, but more I wouldn't be able to say really.
Though I am to say it, I am impressed.
So, can take a second or two. It's about mid-morning. You would arrive in Reedholme. It's been another 2-3 days. I will confirm the exact date when I get access to Mercy's sheet.
We call Ben the timekeeper.
No, it's just his. I put the current calendar in Mercy's folder that I've got because it's obviously the most relevant. But I am keeping track of dates. I am Mercy. So. Is there any, like, again, I'm not saying there is anything. Do you guys want to talk about anything, or shall I start doing the intro to Reedholme?
I don't think we have anything to cover, right? We know why we're going, we know what we're doing.
Should we have a quick debrief on what the like plan of go versus like plan of wait, or like what we're all doing if plan of go happens? Like whether any prep needs to happen. Because like I know we talked about you have the scroll, just like what everyone is doing basically.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we just react and see what happens, right? I think it's a bit of a like, we don't think it's,
Okay.
If they're in big danger of dying, we help.
Okay.
There's no way this backfires.
I have remembered one thing I did want to do before, and that was simply purchase a shield.
You will have to do that when you get to Reedholme.
Shield.
I thought we was there.
Yes. So, I'll continue. The area around Reedholme is called Reedmire, as you can probably expect. Through this area, it's a long journey. All of you, despite your natural 20, it's still a trek. It's still a trudge, but you move through it surprisingly quickly. The area around is full of fog. You are unsure who's watching you, what lies before you, but you are set upon your goal. And as you continue through the fog, through the swamp, a silhouette of a coastal settlement emerges ahead of you. Reedholme. Casimir, you know it to be Reedholme. A village that, from all of your readings and breathing, was once teeming with life. However, as you approach, you are greeted by the fact that there are the deep scars of battle surrounding this area. Your path takes you through open fields that maybe once had performed lush and verdant, taking nutrients from the swamp for crops, but now bore the unmistakable marks of combat. Deep furrows in the muds, discarded weapons rusting in the sun, and the haunting sight of freshly dug shallow graves. More haunting to some than others. Some adorned with hastily made markers, others unnamed and forgotten. As you approach the silhouettes of the houses, you see some have kind of been half submerged in the marsh, no longer upkept. Some bear the marks of fire. The marketplace, eerily silent as you enter. As you look around, you can imagine merchants had once hawked their goods here, children had played, but now the stalls stand empty. Some of the rooftops are burned. It's not deserted. There are people here making their way around living, but this town has clearly seen better days, not only from just the number of people here, but the peace and quiet here. The faces of the villagers are kind of etched with pain and weariness, eyes weary as they kind of traipse over you. You look out of place as a group would perhaps think, but there's a palpable sense of depression in this town. You're standing in the town square. People are giving you a wide berth. You are outsiders, clearly. Not waterlogged and have mostly no holes. What are you up to? Are you looking immediately for the other party?
Jamie, I have a question. Does this look like there's been an immediately recent attack? And can we tell that this is all Razor, or what do we think the source of all the battles are?
So you don't know the source of the battles. There were no kind of like uniforms left as you were looking through. some of the graves, Casimir, I'll say with your particular brand of ability, you might say it's within a fortnight.
Within a fortnight. Okay. Understood.
And to confirm, it is the 25th. Sorry, it's day 25 of the campaign, the 31st of Cerulean. 3450.
Is it Halloween?
How long
It's
is
not
our?
Halloween.
How long is?
No,
month again?
Halloween is at least 6 months away. Each month is 36 days.
Oh, so we've got 5 days left in the month.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
3 weeks, 12 days per week.
So nice. Me likey.
Organized.
I think Casimir probably stands in the town centre, hands on hips, and says, "Well, this is a real shithole, isn't it?"
Oi, fuck you! A random like passerby says.
Am I wrong?
Side thoughts? Put it inside, yeah?
So when he said fuck you, Pod would have just with a smile while in his disguise is just not mad. Oh fuck you too, good sir.
Oh my god, I love Pod.
Say,
Arvis
while
is
we're
going
at
to look
it-
to Pod and
You got-
just
the guy
grumble
like-
to himself. He's just going to grumble to himself. The boy's learning.
Guy picks up like a freshly caught fish and just like guts it and just like growls all over you.
While we're at it, the recent attacks, is it Razor? What's happened here?
No, it's the fucking fairies. Of course it's Razor.
Well, obviously not from around here, just checking.
No, bandits won't leave us alone.
Why?
Helm only knows.
Where could we find a group of newcomers? 5 or 6. One of them's a cat.
Oh, they arrived. What's it? Day and a half ago. They didn't like Edith's Tavern, so they actually went to the chapel. They're staying there. He kind of points on like a remarkably unaffected building, given everything else on like a hill, a couple of I'd say yards outside of town.
Why?
Yards.
What's wrong with the
A
tavern?
couple of yards.
Yards. It's like
Yards.
it's
like
less
right
than
in our
8 meters.
faces.
He points to the giant building next to us that we haven't noticed.
Okay, a couple of kilometers. Leave me alone.
Kilometers?
It's a big
Damn,
town.
he's Canadian. Let's go.
Not big town.
Are you okay, Jamie?
On the outskirts of town. Like
Well,
it, Elder. Elder, they said it smelled funny. Well, yeah, no shit. This is a fishing village.
They didn't smell funny. They're precious about that, are they?
I think it smells great.
I don't, but we can live with it.
Well,
There's
you're a nice
nothing better
liar,
than fish.
and you're a prick.
You have an interesting accent, sir. Where does everyone speak like this here?
Here we go. I retired, actually, from Blackwater.
Well, it might still be peaceful. We're probably going to be on our way, and we don't want to take up any more of your time, especially this one. I turn to Pod and whisper, but in this culture, saying "fuck you" is actually an insult and disrespectful.
He kind of looks very surprised. It is? Oh, I'm very sorry.
It's what one human would say to another human if they found out that they were being unfaithful.
I don't think I'd stop there, but you know, I might start.
Sure, it was an example.
I see. What about the word prick? That's a new one. I haven't heard that word either.
Prick.
We had different insults where I come from.
Prick.
Or compliments.
No, I don't know that one.
Pretty.
It turns-
It's
it
what
turn-
you say when you can't think of anything else to say.
So, prick. We should go then.
Yeah,
Where are you
mate.
going?
Like a shithole like this, I'm still in the market for a shield, actually.
Prick. is there a blacksmith?
Yeah, it is.
Could you point us to Prick the blacksmith?
What is that inflection? What is wrong with you?
Archibald, you said they use it as a sort of form of interjection when they don't know what to say.
No, you're twisting my words, mate. Now you're playing with my words here.
No,
right?
you told.
That's my. I won't be made a fool of. All right, you playing with my words. It is unacceptable.
Well, what does prick mean then?
Mate. When I say it's something you don't know what else to say, it's an insult when you can't think of a decent insult to hurl, so you call somebody a prick. And it also usually reveals you're a bit more angry about what the opposition said than you'd like to be.
Okay, I think I get the idea. Could you give me an example though?
Yeah, so if you called me, I don't know, a downtrodden yellow bastard rat cunt, couldn't think of anything to say back to you. I'd probably just say, fuck you, you fucking prick.
Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of prick. So it's not like the use of the term or which lots of people like.
Nah, mate. Nothing like that.
Oh. Okay.
Just stick to your ums and your ahs for that kind of thing, right, mate?
Okay. So it's
also
really.
a colloquialism for dick.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Among all cultures, or just the Stormlandish people?
Most.
Interesting.
Oh, rat is being abducted.
Just as common, mate. It's what would you mean?
Are you still talking in front of the NPC, or have you got
I
off?
think
and
we
just
are,
have
yeah.
on?
No,
I
this
think
is directly
we
in front of the NPC.
I think we're
100%.
just waxing lyrical about this.
Yeah. He's gone back to what he was doing. He's just like gutting fish in front of you, like preparing them.
Did he tell us where the smithy was?
No,
He pointed. Oh,
no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Insight
Smith.
check to see if this guy is just kind of like pissed off and like, fuck, you know, just trying to get rid of us.
You randomly talk in front of him. He's trying to just go about his day. What's wrong with you all?
I mean, surely if he wanted us to leave, he'd just tell us where to go.
How much time does it?
Oh no, you did. You haven't. You asked him where the blacksmith is, and then he kind of was about to, and then you all just started talking amongst yourselves. So he's just fucking ignoring you.
I still feel like this
Are
is
you
my
done?
fault.
Yeah,
Where's the blacksmith? Just tell us and we'll leave.
over there. About 7 foot, half orc.
There we
Elvis, why do you need a shield?
Well, we've been doing some fighting, mate. I usually don't do this kind of.
Thank you, Mr. Fisherman.
Oh, I see.
Question
Alright.
about the fisherman, DM.
Yes.
Does he look like a wealthy retiree?
Make a perception check.
Would it not be investigation because I can see him clearly?
I guess you're not
Is it
physically
not the-
going over anything. I will let you choose. Not gonna put a gold point on it, but probably has some somewhere.
All right.
Okay,
All right, that's it. That's all I need to know.
so you're going towards the blacksmith or the chapel?
Blacksmith, I guess, if Arvis wants to do some shopping.
Yeah, Matt.
Okay. Making your way through town. Yeah, you hear it long before you see it. There's the occasional ding, ding of like a hammer hitting metal far off, and you indeed do see a not quite 7 foot, more like 6'5", half orc, graying hair, seems a bit elderly for his age, but still a muscular frame, testament to years of hard labor at the anvil. Greenish grey skin, marred by several burn scars and some fresh scars. Clearly, that you can see he's been fighting recently. Black hair tied into a tight ponytail, eyes kind of a deep shade of amber, and he doesn't like. As you approach, he just keeps hammering and goes, Hello? And looks up.
Jamie,
Nice
would
to
you
meet you all.
describe him as a DILF?
Yes.
Sick. No further questions at this time.
It's D&D Boyband. Like, of course he's gonna be a DILF.
What can I do for you fine gentlemen on this day?
You called us fine? Wow.
Yeah.
Good day, mate. How'd you go?
Busy. A lot of my work's out there rusting. I'm sure you passed it.
Couldn't say I saw anything particularly rusty out there, but known for me eyesight, eh?
Suppose you are. Name's Goran. Who are you?
Gordon, mate. Archibald, pleased to meet you. I am in the market for, well, your services, I suppose, or perhaps just your wares. I'm looking for a shield. Nothing too fancy. Ideally made of some metal.
Certainly not wood. Sure. What's your purse?
I mean, what are your rates, mate?
Well, for a shield, about 8 gold pieces.
Right.
If you're looking for
Bit
armor,
steep, don't you think, eh?
perhaps steep, but currently every commission I do immediately goes to the guards. So I'd have to explain to them why it's worth it to sell it to you.
Right. And how long would it be until I saw my shield?
24 hours.
All right, mate. So you're making them anyway, because you're making them for the guard.
Yeah.
How about I either takes ones you've made now for 8 gold, or since you're gonna make it anyway, I'll come back here in 24 hours and pay on the spot.
Make a persuasion check.
Not my forte. Wish me luck, everybody.
Yeah, guidance.
Guidance.
Oi, cheeky. I love D4 to that. So that is what that roll out as. That's a stodgy little 9. Add a
9.
D4 to that. Plus 4. Hi. 13.
Like, well, I mean, if you want a bog standard one off the shelf, then sure. But if you want any modifications, it's going to be nothing on it.
Yeah, mate. Just a shield, mate. Looking to survive out here. Nothing else. All me beauty and glory you can see is in me smile. And he gives them a glinty, golden and copper, silver-toothed smile.
Sure. Bran can be down one today. And he kind of goes up, and you see there's like a couple of them wrapped up. He kind of pulls one off, and it's like the most basic shield you've ever seen. It's barely metal, like carved into a circle with a couple of indents with some hat on the other side. And he kind of like puts it down and kind of slides it across towards you over the anvil.
All right. So, 8 gold is it now, eh?
Yeah.
Righto.
And Arvis fingers out 8 pieces of gold onto the workbench and takes his shield.
Okay. Changes to his own. Anything else could do for any of you? Plate, splint.
Well, Goran, if you
And-
wouldn't mind, if we were interested in speaking to the fine gentleman you make such beautiful work for, who would we speak to? Is there a man in charge?
Yeah, Captain Bran.
I was going to speak to his
Alive.
manager.
So,
I'd like to speak to your manager.
well, sorry.
Where would we find him, sorry?
Bran, the watchtower. You see him point to towards the east part of town.
Thank you.
It provides a decent vantage point of. I think it doubles as a barracks nowadays. The other one burnt down.
Understood. Thank you. That'll be all for me.
What was this guy's name? So sorry.
Goran?
Goran.
Orin, Corin, Torin,
Goran.
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 Orin. Okay.
Orin.
Goran. A lot of well, all the places that we seem to have encountered in the Stormlands, there are a few folk who seem more sympathetic to Razor's cause than at least one of the inhabitants that we've met here already. the guard, they seem to exert well, they clearly have a side. Is that generally shared amongst the townsfolk?
Seems he spits on the ground. What inhabitants do you find that support Razor?
Not here, certainly, but other places.
Whoever they are, traitors. That witch just started to turn up one day. Her and her group housed them, fed them like we would anybody. Middle of the night. It's kind of like face goes a bit dark. Just started attacking folks in their beds. Don't know why. Guards barely scraped together, but before it would happen, they got away with about half a dozen prisoners.
Prisoners. Where did they take them? Is it known?
No, I mean, we sent out a party, but the counterattack came while the others were missing, while the others were still looking, and we decided we could barely hold it with the guards we have.
And none of the so-called, unification or rallying of the Stormlands to Razor. This hasn't ever reached you. None of the propaganda, as it were.
There's no rallying of the Stormlands. There's no nation here. Razor doesn't command any respect other than force. I do not bow to force.
Indeed, that can be seen just on a casual glance around this fine town. Your fine work is no doubt much of the reason that the brave guardsmen are still fighting.
It's all rushed, putting metal in the hands of young boys to die, and for what?
Hopefully it shan't be happening for much longer. We're here to sort your Razor problem.
Alright, that's what the other group said.
I was going to ask if they've been. Are you working on anything for them?
No, they said they were fully supplied, but wanted to keep taps in case there were repairs.
We'd like to request the same.
Absolutely. Bill Razor, free service for life. Whatever you want.
Now that's motivation.
Oh, Gorin,
You'd like an offer.
it just makes me. It puzzles me as to why Razor would turn on you. I'm certain you probably don't know, but it seems a strange act. Did she give any indication as to why, or perhaps you clued together some motivation behind who she attacked?
I'm not one for mingling. You'll have to ask others who she spoke to, but for me, it was entirely unprovoked. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe somebody insulted her, and that's worth torching and raiding and pillaging half a village. Maybe some moral compass allows for that.
Perhaps Captain Brand could tell us something more.
I was about to say
Maybe,
that's
or
it.
there's the priestess. I don't know if you've met the mayor, Jorin.
Priestess? Who's she?
Sorry. Priestess. I cannot pronounce this word. Why did I call it? It's,
Change it. Just change it.
no. Priestess Sarah. No, much easier.
Sarah.
A fine name.
Very fine name. Priestess Sarah. She leads the chapel. Met with Razor the night before. Maybe it's religious. People go crazy for the gods.
For good reason.
The night before.
Well, thank you for again your hard work, Goran. We'll not take up any more of your time.
Well, as a shield, I'll be working on anything else you need, but good luck. It's all I can offer.
Thank you. Hopefully we won't need it.
No, I hope not.
I'd like to give him a charming smile or something.
Sure.
I guess as we walk away, he'll probably lean into the group and say, "It sounds as though there are quite a few people worth speaking to who may have some idea as to where Ray's has taken her prisoners or what she's after here. Though I feel we should probably check in on the Corin situation first. We don't know when Razor will arrive. We probably don't want to be caught unawares."
Hmm. By the sounds of things, when she does arrive, there might be a fight.
It sounds like things get messy.
Judging by what I saw, it was around dusk. Certainly, light was starting to fade from the sky. But that is several hours and hard to tell.
Well, sounds like we ought to visit the chapel anyway, see the priestess, so let's check in on our good friend Corin. And associated idiots.
Okay. Making your way to the chapel. Standing apart from the village, approximately 7,000 meters. No. Give or take a meter. It is right on a hill. It is remarkably better constructed than any dwelling, town, area, building you've seen so far. It is immaculate on the outside. The stonework, the masonry, there are veins of golden lines trailing through the building. The stained glass depicts a golden figure, the halo standing atop the outside of the building, and it is a miniature of a perfect creation of construction. It stands in utter juxtaposition to the rest of the village and is untouched by the ravages of whatever has been happening below this mound. Those of you with a religious background, please make a religion check on the icon in the front.
Literally about
Is
to
this
ask.
Geb?
Yes.
Is
Yeah,
it?
it's obviously Deb.
Oh my
Hey, that's
God, Geb.
17. What do I know? What do I know? What do I know?
Tell us. Praise
Well, it's
God.
about him.
17. No, it is absolutely a chapel to the god of craft, to the lord of the cradle of
The
eternity,
God of arts and crafts.
The god of cosplay!
and to Geb, the lord of the golden forge.
Yeah.
Strange, it is this far away from the cradle of eternity, but it is here. And you know that therefore the perfection and the tenet
Praise, man.
and the craft put into this is an act of worship to Geb. Praise Geb.
Praise
Praise Gab.
Praise Gab.
Praise Geb.
So, yeah, I guess Podwoods begins to repeat this back to the party. It's a temple of Geb, I believe. The god of the Golden Forge.
The lord of the province, or province where you are from.
From mines.
Ah, yes, Geb from your ends.
Yes. Although it's
Strange.
quite far from here.
Just rather. It's quite nice.
It's very nice. In fact,
Cathedral in
it's so much
Varsala.
nicer than anything else around here.
It is, although the cathedral in Varsala is famously golden. You know.
True, but you would have thought if they're, sacking the place, that this would probably be one of the first places they would hit.
There is true. She's not after wealth at all, is she?
Doesn't seem like it.
Sounds like it's manpower. A dig site, I wonder.
Well, I'd be curious to find out as to why it's still so, glorious and intact.
Yes, I might try to spy on the thoughts of the priestess as we speak to her. I'm curious as to whether or not her meeting with Razor the night before had any bearings on the attack.
Ah.
And I don't know any rebel leader or guerrilla who couldn't find a use for money or items of value, even if it wasn't their goal.
Could it be perhaps that maybe Razor is a follower of Geb herself, and maybe it'd be sacrilege for her to desecrate such a shrine?
I thought she was a follower of that Lilith one.
No, she is.
Well, can one not have multiple gods?
No, definitely not.
Oh. I
It's
mean,
more of a devotee thing.
I
Well, you're not
acknowledge
supposed
multiple
to.
Gods.
You do.
Yes.
Ooh.
That's very unique.
Well, there's lots of them out there, so, many of them
They are,
good.
but they're not, they don't like to share very much.
That's true.
Famously possessive over their worshippers.
I don't...
Basically, yeah.
I think worship is quite a strong word.
I think it's a pretty apt word. That's what I do. Anyway, let's go in. I want to go in.
Nice.
Okay.
So,
The door is
yeah.
locked, but you attempt to open it.
We knock.
Knock. Absolutely. The door wides open, and there stands Priestess Sarah,
What's she look like?
changing the name and everything. She is hot. She is a tiefling.
Oh, Tiefling, hello.
Tiefling.
A hot tiefling girl. Let's
This
go.
tiefling. Standing at 5'9",
Oh,
deep
she could be my
amethyst
girlfriend.
skin, where it has tattoos all up her arms, resembling broken chains. Wearing long, flowing white robes with golden veins all across them, eyes a deep gold, wearing a crown made of bronze, with a small, ever so small diamond set in it that glints as you think. Long black hair, with occasional strands of silver representing some age, along with her horns kind of in very neat circles along the side. Ah, welcome. Welcome. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Are you Sarah, the priestess of this magnificent church?
I am, and compliments well received.
We are friends, a group of friends who've come to Reedholme to, to meet some of our acquaintances and also to visit your town.
Ah, you must be friends with Mali. Yes.
So close, yes.
As I say, we're acquaintances.
Acquaintances.
Almost like colleagues, even.
Colleagues is a good word. Yes.
Colleagues. Wonderful. Well,
Hello, friends.
would you like me to alert them to your presence? They're upstairs currently, possibly still asleep.
I'd love to speak to you. Asleep at this time. They must have been up all night.
They arrived late and then took stock of the surrounding area. I don't think they were back till, it must have been at least 4 or 5 hours ago.
What hard workers. I'd love to speak with you if that's all right.
Now that was good of them.
Of course. Come in, please. And she opens it up. And again, whilst, there is a level of, you're not sure how much this will cost, there isn't extreme extravagance on play. There aren't statues of gold. It's just that everything has been done with the utmost care and attention. There is not a speck of dust that you can find other than when you walk your shoes in here. Please take a seat on these carved stone benches, each one depicting various workmen of all different things that are thing. It's not just, masonry and gold work. There are also, blacksmiths at work. Whatever you can imagine, craft with hands, sewing, is represented here on some mural on some window. And there is a large stone representative of a golden forge at the front. Please, sit.
Jamie, would Mercy know any of the traditions of the Golden Forge?
Yeah, absolutely. So Geb is, as well as being kind of, the Lord of the Cradle of Eternity, so the Lord of the elemental plane of Earth, therefore a symbol of kind of the consistent renewal of the Earth's resources, has been worshipped throughout as the god of the craft and to some extent the god of wealth. This is more more recent thing by the Creditors Federation. He is the patron god of the Creditors Federation, but he's also the patron god of the Dwarven empires and kingdoms. Geb is not so much worshipped in ceremony, but in craft. Applying yourself, creating something beautiful, or even just better, improving something for the sake of improving it. Perfection for perfection's sake are much of the tenets. And it doesn't necessarily, there is some level of elitism within the church just of what you produce, but the mere act of trying to improve is one of the tenets. You know that Geb's kind of aspect and belief stands for kind of the stalwartness, the consistency, the rock of ages, and is generally considered one of the more reliable and less temperamental gods. Not necessarily good in the sense that, you know, like honorable and charitable, but devoted to a singular pursuit. Geb is reliable in the sense that he is unlikely to change his opinion, or I thought it was unlikely to change, but it doesn't necessarily mean he's going to take the side of valor and honor.
So, like, rather than say like taking your shoes off, Geb would prefer worshippers to like make it dirty and then sweep it up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
But you should, it's like if that's fine, but you should feel such reverence towards what has been created, you should want to take your shoes off.
He's the god of the Sigma male grind set. All about self-improvement.
He's just the god of cosplay, man. What's all of this?
Okay.
And you know that, you know, he's heavily associated with all different types of metal crafting. Is like the main.
Just checking, Aaron.
Oh,
No.
It was close.
You've lagged. We did not hear that, Luke.
Sorry, can you guys?
Not really.
Could hear you for a moment, then you cut out, and then we could hear you for a moment again, and then you cut out again.
But you are on mute though.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask if Aaron got my DMs.
Yes, I did.
Yay. Good.
And you know that the main prayer to get spoken at most ceremonies, kind of the end or begin, is the morning anvil blessing. O Geb of the Golden Forge, bless this anvil in my hands. May every strike resonate with your divine craftsmanship and echo the songs of creation.
Is there any way that I could do something like shine respect or like you know, like worship adjacent in this moment?
I think your compliment and your reverence for the craft around you is enough. Like complimenting somebody's work, appreciating the effort that has gone into it. Not just like, oh, you must be talented, but the effort behind what it is to achieve what has been achieved is what goes into Geb.
I feel so much
feel
pride.
that deeply right now.
Yeah. He's Geb, it's my guy. He has a whole church in this world, guys.
He's a god.
And whilst
he has a whole presence
the Creditors Federation
in this world.
may have, to some extent, sullied some parts of this by turning it into a little bit to do with money. Money is secondary to the craft itself. Or at least you know that to be what the interpretation is.
Have we seen anything on Malik to imply that he might be a follower of Geb?
No. But you're all... Those of you who have some level of wisdom and understanding of both these things, Geb is the patron of the Creditors Federation. Malik is a member of the Creditors Federation. The fact that he has taken refuge here rather than the inn is not surprising.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Right. Okay.
So, Sarah, we were directed to you as new arrivals in town as someone who could help us orient, but also to understand the situation with Razor and her attacks.
Oh. Do you want... would you like me to provide my perspective, or would you like to ask questions?
A perspective would be helpful to start.
Well, several months ago, Razor came here.
Detect thoughts as she's telling this particular part of the story.
Yep, sure.
Just the surface level for now.
Yeah. So it's emotion, right?
It's surface level thoughts. What's most on its mind at that moment? So anything that would like really come to mind.
Yeah, so really come to mind is obviously images of Razor sitting in this temple. Is what they're right now.
Okay, cool.
When Razor came several months ago, she came to discuss faith, Geb's place in the world with me. We disagreed on several things, and
Like what?
well, she told me that all the gods had agreed to everything that had happened, and everything was preordained, and that was ridiculous. There's no guiding path, and she tried to convince me that fate was only avoidable if we resisted it, and I said resist it every day by choosing.
Does detect thoughts corroborate that?
I would say, unless you're probe DT, you don't know if she's lying or not. You're still getting an image of Razor.
It's a wisdom save. Should we try it? Yeah, let's try it. I want to know if she's got anything sus going on.
Okay, I will get out my dice. What's your DC?
15 is the DC.
Not rolling yet.
Don't roll. 15. She need a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
She's a fucking
Eric.
priest.
She's a cleric. Yeah.
Fucking priest. Do we think 10 would? I think 10
Plus
would.
5.
Yeah.
What level do
plus
you think she is?
Plus 5. Do we think she has
She need
lower than plus
3,
5?
and then a 2 in proficiency, or
I think that's 16, and then proficiency of. Oh, I think she's gonna make that.
Yeah.
Go on, roll.
roll for it.
Can I give?
Yep.
Does guidance help here?
No.
The guidance is the opposite. Oh, it's not possible.
We need a bane.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, I think she might notice me
does.
baning her. I don't know.
Don't bane her.
Yeah.
oh, this is,
she
is
rolled.
this is Casimir doing this, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 It's
can't
not
help
silvery barbs. Okay. She rolled 13 naturally,
Ugh.
so succeeds. So I believe means she becomes aware.
Yeah, she does.
Silver tongue time.
Halfway through her there, she stops and looks directly at Casimir.
I'm just,
Like large golden eyes, like expecting an explanation.
I'm just curious as to whether or not you sympathise with her. It seems some do. I'm just crossing my eyes and dotting. The other way around. He can speak, I can't. Dotting the eyes, crossing T's.
How about a trade? I'll be inside your head, you'll be inside mine.
Let's do it.
Wait, I'm sorry. What's going on?
Spicy.
Kind of puts a hand out to shake yours.
Alright.
Sure, and she'll cast Detect Thoughts on you. And you
Ooh.
can cast Detect Thoughts on her. She'll allow you. So, the contents of the conversation are a lot clearer. Razor is insistent that the gods have all conspired to decide the fate of mortals, and that Lilith is mentioned by name, is the only one who is on our side rather than anybody else. And Risa Sarah is against that, disagrees, believes that we all decide every day what we do and who we worship. If the gods were all powerful, why do they fear, or how on earth was somebody like Lilith, if this is true, able to ascend? Surely they would just stop it. It's increasingly fraught, and Razor is increasingly frustrated at her inability to convince Sarah. That part, at least, you see to be true.
Okay.
Does Casimir share any of this while you're like,
Yeah.
or like, is this a lot of this out loud and
I mean,
you're
I
just
think
like
he'll-
confirming it with?
yeah, I think he'll probably confirm. He'll probably nod to the party, and he'll like share it all with you later, rather than verbatim repeat this and describe it mid-conversation. I think he'll probably occasionally nod to the party and say, that's true.
To be clear, I don't know if my refusal to see Razor's point of view led to her attack. But when she came to me, she clearly was looking soldiers to join in her grand crusade against the gods, and I had no interest in such a thing.
Does your temple have soldiers, or?
No.
Sarah, I believe that I may be able to learn a key piece of information, possibly on the basis of what you've just said. Would you mind taking my hand?
More gazing into my mind, of course. Holds out, looks towards you.
No, I have no such power. Okay, I take her hand. Jamie, can I make a weave roll on this person? I
Sure.
would like to read the future where Razor convinces this woman that she's correct. Like, what was Razor wanting in her ideal scenario? Like, what was the bad ending of this?
Yeah,
where
sure. Make
Sarah
a
joins-
weave check.
Okay.
How's our weave looking? Need adjusting?
How important is this roll? I'd have to roll pretty high to get this. No, I need to save it. I'm just gonna roll. Nope, fuck me, it's an 8.
Okay, no, you don't. It's too complicated. Too many variables.
Yeah.
Too many fates, threads crossed, smiling sweetly at you.
God damn it. Okay, I just smile and I say, some of us aren't gifted with the sight, unfortunately. But thank you.
Reading the future is always difficult.
If you didn't attack this church, Sarah, why?
What are you thinking of right now, Casimir?
He's thinking pretty much of the task at hand. He's thinking that this place is beautiful, bears no mark of a scuffle. If she'd really insulted Razor, she probably would have attacked here, no? Was there any
True.
further discussion?
No, we are quite far away from the edge, but they seem more focused on the village than here, which I'm eternally grateful. Praise God.
And she didn't give you any indication which is after it.
No, she left and was clearly quite angry and frustrated. Disappointed. I mean, I've never had someone angry with me that I didn't follow their particular god before. I mean, so evident they all exist. It's you know, I choose the one that best aligned with me.
Yes, of course. And where did Malik go last night? Do you know?
Said something about needing to understand the lay of the land. At that?
I'm in our head. What am I seeing?
No. So tank thoughts. You know, you hear.
I'm probing deeper.
He's always been like that.
He's always been like that. Oh, as in she thought that?
Yeah.
So you must have a fairly long-standing relationship for him to come and stay here, out of the blue. Are you close?
What?
Oh well, we just used to.
I don't need the bathroom.
Sure. It's around the stall on the left.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
point. I
thank
will
you.
also go to the bathroom. Let's go find it, Arvis, and Toad's gonna follow after Arvis.
Yes, Malik and I obviously know him throughout the Federation, and I was one of the people who showed him a better path. You don't trust him?
Not as far as I could throw him, you do?
I trust that our interests are aligned. That's all you can really hope of people often.
What's the thought saying? Is she throwing shade in her mind?
At you or at Malik?
At Malik.
No. That's what she thinks.
Very hopeful. All right. Fair's fair. Any questions for us?
You're here to kill Razor, right? Any doubts about that?
She sees absolutely no doubt in Casimir's mind that they will prove victorious. And she probably views Malik cursing to the side and telling his group how shit they are and how they never stood a chance against us. That's probably the fantasy that flashes up in his mind.
Cool.
So you're delusional then, buddy.
Breaks the connection. Competitive. I like it. Your friends.
I think it's something that Geb could agree. It's about the effort you put in. If you work hard, you'll achieve something. And we work hard.
Indeed. So, those going to the bathroom, what are you actually doing?
I'm not going to the bathroom.
Yeah, I
Really?
thought that.
What?
So, not really knowing if Toad's going to the bathroom is going to say to Toad,
Mate, not actually going to the fucking dummy.
Well, I know that because, well, wait. Has Toad ever seen a Harvest use the toilet? What does he do? He's a giant rat
yeah,
man.
sure. Yeah, just fucking unzips like everyone else, man.
Okay. Then Toad says, "Oh, well, no, I actually wasn't planning on going, but I thought that you were actually going. Oh, you're not going to the bathroom. Does it make you feel uncomfortable if I'm also in the bathroom? Because I can go somewhere else."
Nah, mate. What? Nah, mate. Nothing like that. I'm just gonna go and have a look around. Well, competitors are in here somewhere.
Well, that's what
so
I was
what
thinking
am I
too. I
going?
think it would be interesting to see if we can figure out where they're all sleeping, and, well, those two are just chatting on about whatever, and I don't really care.
All right, mate. Well, as long as you can be fucking quiet, okay?
Do we have to be quiet? We're allowed to be in
What do you want to do, mate?
Just look around.
What I'm trying to say is we're going to go and find them, keep a little bit of tabs on them. I mean, we can look around in the process, of course, but stealing from temples is bad juju, right?
Were you planning on stealing from the temple?
No, I just said it's a bad idea.
Okay. Well, I'm happy for you to lead the way, and let's go get some intel on our friends.
Right, you stay one corner away from me at all times, right? Or
Okay.
one staircase, you always one away.
Right, yes.
Behind me.
Okay. He walks very close behind you. It's definitely not a full staircase or corner behind you. It's like 3 steps behind you.
Arvis is going to narrow his brow and be like,
You taking me for a fucking agent, mate?
Pardon?
I said, are you taking me for an agent?
An agent?
You're breathing down me neck, mate.
Oh, well, you told me to stay behind, so here I am. Should we check that door down
30
there?
feet away from me.
He'll just start to walk past you and go to the nearest door.
great.
Okay. So
Um,
you're going towards the
yeah.
nearest door up the stairs?
Yeah.
yes, try not to creak it.
Is the door handle open? Is
Oh,
the
so,
door-
so Trevor, you've gone upstairs. You're not going to the bathroom. As you open the door, stealth checks from both of you, please.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Where's my cheeky wee d20?
I would have given Arvis guidance before he left.
Ooh, let's see.
Lost a little while.
What's up to?
Go to the bathroom.
Stealth check, you say?
I did. If you want evidence, I did message Luke with
He
this.
did say that, yeah.
So Pod would have just, I don't know, he just got a strange vibe. So he gave Arvis some guidance.
I've rolled.
That is-
I've got a 16 for stealth.
So he can go to the bathroom efficiently. You know, he doesn't want it to be going for long.
Guidance for constipation.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I got 30 there.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, that roll's disgusting.
Rogues be like. So 16 and 30. don't like how long Jamie's taking
Okay,
to
no,
decide.
that's fine. No. Averaging out, that's okay. So, Pod, are you going with them? Sorry.
No, I'm not going with. I just gave guidance before he left.
Okay, sure. So yeah, you guys. The door slowly opens, revealing 4 slumbering figures in here.
Who is it? Someone we know?
Would
Yeah.
we go in? I just
No.
You-
You're looking around. You're looking around the door. It reveals a room with kind of various, like, traveling packs and satchels to one side, and 4 like beds basically laid out on the floor. It's Corin. It's Grudel. It's Talorin. And Nalos. You are missing Azul and Malik.
Are there like bedrolls on the floor here where they would have been sleeping, or is it like they would have maybe been in a different room?
There is one bedroll on the floor, like somebody has been sleeping there. That looks, I'm gonna say, with your rolls and your thing, that looks like it probably Fazul's.
Interesting.
Malik's.
So Malik's.
Malik is missing entirely.
So he's
So
been
it doesn't
sleeping.
make his bed, right?
He doesn't make his bed, no.
Casimir got
I
that
was looking.
over him.
I don't have the lore notes up. I'm not in the other server. I can't look at
He doesn't strike me as.
what
a
I
fun
remember
flesh
about these
troll.
characters.
Are you trying to remember the who's who in the party? In the
Exactly.
enemy party. I will throw up an image on the live stream.
Right
This
on.
is our enemy party. So everyone's there except for Fazul and Malik, and Malik is the Tabaxi cat man,
Mm-hmm.
The spy guy.
who is not currently shown in this image.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And sorry, Corin is there.
Yeah, Corn is there, so the whole squad's there, except Fazul.
DM, do I just see any equipment like a satchel or something?
No, there's equipment like strewn around. Like, yeah, there's armor, weapons, satchels of stuff. Like this is all of that, most of their supplies as well as them.
Oi. In that case, over to Toad and just be like, "Give me your baddest spores, mate. Your baddest spores.
For what reason?
Give me your baddest spores."
What would you like to achieve with these spores?
Scouring the food and the water, mate.
You want to poison them? Let's see.
Yeah, castor oil, maybe. Or anything that makes them go a little loopy and give each other a hard time.
I see. Well, I think I don't have
Oh, no.
access to that until higher level.
That's fine. I'll let you come back to it because we will, given the time, while you plan what exactly you two want to do and those downstairs want to come with Sarah, we will take a quick break. We'll be back at 9:10 as one group attempts to sabotage the others. One is attempting to find out exactly what is going on in the village of Reedholme and why. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're still missing 1 or 2 people, but that's fine because we're going to start off
It's
with Arvis and Toad. Also, just a huge thank you to Jen, who continues to provide great memes in the Discord. There is, obviously I'm Ken and I'm Pete, but I've also Jess came up with Rome, which is I'm just Jess and I love hugs, which is much more wholesome than the other one.
Oh, that's so cute.
Apparently that's copyrighted.
Good luck copyrighting that.
So, Arvis, Toad, you're poisoning or
Toad, what are you
scoring
saying?
the enemy party.
So, what was the last thing Arvis said to Toad?
Give
me your best spores.
give me your bad stuff. Your bad spores.
We're not going to poison our friends. What's wrong with you, Arvis? We're just going to say hello. And he's going to raise his voice and say, "Good morning, everyone," and wake up everyone in the room.
Dash. No, I'm gonna be there. Fuck it.
That's actually...
What the hell is... They all turn around and look at you like, this guy.
Hello.
Gruner like wakes up like, "Oh, hey, it's nice to see you."
So good to
Runs
see
over,
you.
kind of gives you a hug.
Oh, hello. And he'll kind of like bend down to like hug this little halfling.
Oh, the journey over was awful. I threw up 7 times. We were only on the ship for 5 days.
Oh no, do you get seasick?
Well, I didn't, but I do now.
Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's fine.
How is everyone else? I count, you're missing... Wait, I actually can't count. But it seems like you're missing Fonzie and, the cat.
The cat is a great
yeah.
combo. Sounds like a band.
Yes, our glorious leader, and that one. Well, Malik has a separate room. I don't know where Fazul's gone.
Oh. Why is Malik in a separate room?
And he's leader. Of course he gets a separate room.
Oh. Alara just camps with us.
Lucky for you. Is she interesting enough to warrant that?
I don't know. We just...
So no. Oh,
She's nice.
okay.
Um,
How has your adventures gone?
it's been fun. We met Razor, actually.
Oh, so it's over. We lost.
No. She had a storm giant with her, so we left.
So rather than pursue her, you've come here because...
Well, she's coming here to kill you.
Oh, wonderful. With the storm giant.
I don't know.
Oh,
She might
fucking
leave
God.
the storm giant behind.
Well, anyways,
So you've come to warn us. It's very kind of you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Gretel goes, we can take her. We can do it all as a team. And that was... and Dolores says, yes, a team. Kind of pulls Gretel back slightly. Or is that Arvis behind you?
Where?
Archibald, sorry.
He'll look round. Is Arvis there? I think he's
yeah,
scampered off.
mate. You just smell me coming, did ya?
Yes. Well, the rest of you here, we should go say hi. Forgive us, we've just been woken up.
Oh, no worries. Yes, everyone's downstairs.
Wonderful. Give us a minute.
Just had a
And-
thought, guys. We've
Slab
you've
in
interrupted their long rest.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what my thought was. So they should all have a point of exhaustion, Jamie, I believe.
They do indeed.
Idiot.
The door,
Much better than some Halo of Spores damage. I
Yeah,
had
Door.
time to think during the break.
the door slams in your face as they are now all alerted to your presence and are preparing to come downstairs. Those of you downstairs, the front door opens and in walks Malik and Fazul. I'll give you about 2 minutes before you are rejoined. Malik. Ah, visitors. Unexpected.
Malik, Zul, come to join the clergy?
No, Fazul crosses his arms and just like glares at each of you.
I didn't take the pair of you for nuns, but I can envisage you on your knees.
Damn, son. Sand.
Malik looks slightly confused. Malik just mutters under his breath, "Why don't you want your fucking face?" Malik. A curious way to meet allies. Saracus. Colleagues, actually, as I believe you were described. Colleagues, is it? Yes, quite. So, what brings you to Reedholme?
But funnily enough, we're on a mission to hunt down a bandit named Razor. Don't know if you've seen her.
Not presently, no.
Great.
When you just arrived, you had a head start.
How was the boat
Remember? And he turns over, he looks at Bazul at the comment of a head start.
We had a lovely trip, actually. Really beautiful views from the mountains on the way in. Great time at Siltstone. Fought quite a few
Yes.
assassins, survived some bombings. Loved the swamp. Brilliant.
Diplomatic.
How was the boat?
Bard vomited a lot. I tried to keep myself out of it, but stunk the whole way there. I will hold this as a personal vendetta for quite a while. I hope you realize.
You'll hold it on Fazul, yes? It was him.
Quite.
Boss.
Yeah. Malik, where is your elvish friend?
Human. We know it's human.
Oh,
We don't know she's
Human.
Orin. And does like a wink at you. Yeah. Well, you know what they say about friends and keeping them close.
Good. Very good.
Yeah.
Wasn't Corin sleeping with the others upstairs?
Yeah.
It was everyone except. Okay.
Yeah, we don't know that though.
At this point, I'll say Toad and Arvis, you rejoin if you come downstairs. And you see Malik and Basil standing there.
Cool. Are the other four like following us down the stairs?
They will eventually. I'll notice when they come downstairs. Ah, the rest of you.
Hello.
Hi. And Basil like awkwardly waves.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't
to
this
see you.
auspicious? It's nice to see you too, Toad. So then, Sarah, thank you for your hospitality in accommodating these people, but what brings you here?
Well,
Your mission, clearly, but don't say that you've given up. You're going home.
No, not at all. Just had some leads that led in this general direction.
Well, I suppose we're all on the same footing then.
just wanted to make sure that you were all okay. And now that we've seen that you all are, we can go.
Your care is greatly appreciated. I'm fine. Could do with a little more rest, but at this point, the rest join them, and you see them kind of yawning and all come downstairs. And Lauren says, "Oh, so when is Razor getting here?"
Huh?
What?
Razor?
And that it kind of swirls around like, "Oh, do you?" Yeah, the Toad said that they'd met her and that she was on her way here to kill us, so it all makes sense, really.
Yes, that is the case, is it not?
We thought we'd come help. You're welcome.
We're here to protect you.
Consider us your vanguard.
Make a deception check. And Toad, make a perception check.
Well,
and
no,
whoever...
I'm being
No,
genuinely
sorry,
honest.
persuasion check. No, you make a persuasion check.
That's a 14.
I am here to protect my friends.
Sweet Christ. How are we going to get anything done with Toad?
He'll learn eventually.
Persuasion. Ooh, that's a 11.
Or die?
11. Okay, neither of you succeed. He narrows his eyes. Curious. So Razor's on her way.
Yes,
You've met her?
we have.
Yes, actually, they have met her. Sister Lauren.
Yes, thank you for reminding
There
me.
was a
to
storm
go.
giant there, so they decided not to kill her, but...
It was a very big storm giant. About the size of a building.
And a rather
storm giant.
sizable encampment.
Anything else we should know from your meeting with the target?
Since Taloran's been a shit, Kazuma's gonna whip around and be like, Taloran, why are you called the Silent Moon?
His face goes completely bright red, and like, did you call me? Those of you with, I'll say, any level of insight, Malik has like the biggest grin on his face. Clearly, he knows this bit of tidbit too.
Oh my
But everyone else is
God.
confused. Laura's like, did you call me?
Silent Moon? I think
Okay,
that was what was on the documents.
That's fine. That's
He's just gonna turn around to the others and be like, anyone else know? Do you know?
That's a 20 to hit.
Wow!
I was like, crit backhand. That's what that is.
Yeah,
that
that is
hits.
that's 3 points of damage as he backhands you and says, "How the fuck do you know that name?"
Kazuma's going to rub one side of his face, bare the other cheek, and goes, could we make this symmetrical? It's rare someone's face is as perfectly symmetrical as mine. I'd like to keep it that way.
Fazul says, "Oh, if you don't mind."
Oh my god.
Don't think that's very relevant.
Well, maybe it's a critical piece of information. How am I to know?
I sincerely doubt it.
Kazuma's just going to raise an eyebrow and turn to Malik with a, what do I need to do to get you to tell me?
Lose.
We'll figure it out.
So,
Do we know anything else essential, guys?
how fortuitous we are both in the same place. The objective is coming here. Clearly, we're to ally against our mutual foe
for the benefit of the good people of Lukai.
Yes. Yes.
A good suggestion.
Wonderful. Well, we clearly have no knowledge because we've only just arrived.
No knowledge at all, I'm sure.
Of course not.
Hmm.
Although, Mr. Malik, Sarah did mention that you were getting the lay of the land. What did you get?
Yeah, you know rather more about Reedholme than we do. We literally just arrived.
Well, I met with the captain, understood the patrols, the most recent engagement, approximately 12 days ago, understood their normal patterns of attack, their normal tactics, what could do to best help fortify the town. I imagined that they would attack again fairly soon, capture somebody, question them, and proceed from there. Fairly standard.
And you're expecting this to be a sizable attack, or?
The raids on Reedholme have decreased, as has this place's population, unfortunately.
And could we expect any support from the guard or the captain?
In defending the town?
Well,
of course. In raiding Razor, they'd need to be convinced. They're barely holding on as is. You understand? People like to protect what they've got rather than risk it all.
Well, as long as everyone here is on the same side, we should have no problem in meeting the threat.
It seems to me we rather owe it to the people of this town who've suffered quite enough to stand together with the town guard and each other in repelling Razor's assault today, tomorrow, whenever it is.
Yeah.
Have fun. For the people of Lukai, exactly.
So, you
Well-
came here to meet us or to see the wonders of our patron?
We came here to have lunch, actually.
Of course. Another meal.
Well, I am
together.
quite hungry.
We of course have supplies. You've only just arrived. Are you running low?
Terribly.
Where is Alara? And Alara kind of pips out from the back, like, oh, hi. Good. Your father will be most pleased that you are still alive. The reports of the massacred men. Most disturbing. Did none of you think to report to Caleb?
I
We
didn't
were
realize that was part of our job.
very occupied in completing our mission and tracking down Razor.
Oh, no,
Actually, we did stage
We
a
all
rescue
thought you were
mission.
dead, actually, so this is rather surprising. Your bodies were not found amongst the deceased.
You weren't hoping, were you?
Of course not.
Insight check. Hold on. Where's my dice? It's my d20. Here it is. Alright. Ooh. 17 plus 4. 21.
21. Yeah, no, he's lying.
So, wait, lying about...
Hope for death upon us?
He was like, he doesn't care whether or not you live or die.
Oh, okay.
Completely indifferent. Elara says, well, I'm really glad that we've reunited, and I was always a bit confused why there were two groups. We should be working together and sharing all of the intel available. I'm glad that Toad has done some of this already, but I'm willing to, tell you everything we know.
And we've already done that, haven't we?
It's just a shame we know so little, isn't it, Alara?
You can both make persuasion checks against Elara.
Please.
6.
Fucking 12.
Yes, and we've got this whole dossier of information from Nalaska. How's everyone's passive insight?
15.
9.
14.
14. Quan?
It's a good question. I don't imagine it's very high. Let me check.
Oh, mine's 17.
Arvis,
actually.
could you roll a perception check for me?
I have a 17 passive insight. Just saying.
17. Okay, I will say Pod, Toad, and Mercy. You all notice that, much like a cat, hairs stand ever so slightly on end at the mention of Naliska's name.
Yeah, he told me to say hi to you, actually, Malik, speaking of Naliska. Are you friends? Pen pals?
Once. Describe him to me.
Lovers.
Llamas?
No, no. I want to be sure we're talking about the same person, please.
Can I describe him?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You describe the half-elf, big one, very well manicured.
An old colleague from my days before the Federation. A cunning man. Him being on Razor's side complicates things. Even in a maze with one exit, he'd find a shortcut.
Yes, he did seem to be a schemer.
Why would he ally with Razor?
Malik almost seems to mutter under his breath. And
What
seems to go deep into thought.
capacity did you know him? What sort of individual is he?
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh. Yeah, these have gone really well for me today.
Yeah, it's good.
17. Wait, no, 18? 17.
He was, what's the term? My fence? He sold things for me. And he turned me in.
Ah, so it's personal.
Very.
Except, well, you'd hardly begrudge the sun for burning you, so you'd hardly begrudge Naliska for acting in his own best interest.
Fence for whom? Did he work for a particular individual, or was he an independent act?
Oh, I never cared too much, as long as the money kept flowing.
It just may be likely that Razor's seeking allies of power and position, so if he's liable to have any important allies, you ought to know about them.
Oh. Since you've been so forthcoming with your information, he smiles. I'll check what is known in the Federation's history.
Perhaps once we've had a chance to eat something and you've had a chance to rest and have a nap, we should have a...
But why would you need to rest? It's morning. It's time to be up and about and enjoying the day.
Because they're tired, Toad.
Well, that's what happens when you don't get a full night's rest. It's very important to get a full night's rest, isn't it?
Roger says, yes, I always do my best work when I've had a good night's rest.
And you don't
Brom kind of corrupt. Goran says, are we really waiting around for Razor to arrive? Surely we should go meet her. If we know she's coming. Why would we put these people in danger?
Well, where do you suggest, Corin?
I don't know, it's an ambush.
Any locations now that you know the lay of the land?
Meet us out of town? Central Reedholme? I don't know. I don't know.
Inside
How many people is she coming with? Yeah, go for it.
This woman can't breathe without an insight check going her way.
20.
20. What are you trying to discern?
I would like to know whether she wants this ambush more than would be normal.
She's on edge a little bit. That's what I'll give you for that role. She's very on edge. Clearly, this is an unexpected occurrence, you being here.
Would I be able to compare that being on edge to the dinner that we had? Is she more or less on edge right now?
More on edge.
Okay, cool.
This is unexpected. She doesn't like this.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Arvis, what was your perception roll?
It was a mere. Can you hear me? Okay.
Just about now, yeah.
It was a mere 6.
6. Nope, nothing. This all kind of clears his throat. Aren't we all wasting time? Either we're eating. Or
Yes, let's go have breakfast,
setting a trap.
everyone.
I could do with some food, honestly. Quan, you're cooking, yes? Since Quan cooked that breakfast, Casimir has pretty much refused to eat anyone else's food.
Aw, cute.
If food is put in his direction from anyone else, he pushes it over to Quan and demands that he season it for him.
Montague, a word, please.
Oh. Got last
Yes.
named.
He probably pauses for like 30 seconds before responding to this.
Everyone rolls. I think everyone at this point realizes it's a fake name. Rolls their eyes. You can all go first. Malik said it was a. This is away from everybody. Malik said it was a better idea to wait and watch.
I agree. It is certainly better to see. You could probably follow her. If she slips out, you might well catch wind of some contacts that she's using to ferry information between Razor and herself.
Yeah, just make sure no one in your team gives it away. Yeah.
Yes, that's a good point. I'm worried about at least half of them doing exactly that, so I will have a
Yeah.
word. That's
we,
very shrewd of you.
We investigated her belongings, found much evidence to confirm what you were saying. So
Oh. Letters?
some, yes.
Any names we should know?
You need to speak to Malik.
I will do just that. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Yeah, he kind of thanks.
Did they just
Like,
say
the most,
awkwardly thank you at the
yeah,
same
he's
time?
awkward, yeah.
But, no, don't mention it. It's fine.
Okay.
You would have
To
done the same.
breakfast, Quan. I wouldn't. Quan
Yeah,
cooks
yes.
breakfast for everybody. Quan,
With the
can you
use of a
roll-
Temple of Geb stove, right?
So,
Yes. Could you
you're
roll
about
a
to ask
religion
me to
check for me?
roll.
Yes.
You're about to ask me to roll, but
Do you not have dice where you are? Would you like me to roll for you?
yes, please.
This is how remote Sai is right now. Okay, you don't know what your religion score is, do you?
Probably +1. Wait, no, actually, what thing is it?
It's int, I'm afraid.
Oh, it's a +0.
Okay, sure. Okay, you rolled a 4. Whilst cooking, he's going along. People are hopefully chatting. There's some awkwardness around, but you're engrossed in your cooking, and so much so that you don't notice that it almost feels like there's someone else cooking with you. And as you look up, there's a vague luminescent outline of a golden figure who seems to be working alongside you.
So,
No one else
so
seems
I
to
do
see them.
notice this?
You do
Or
notice
I
it,
don't
yeah.
Do I know anything about this?
No.
Have I experienced this before?
No.
He's just gonna look to whoever's around him and be like looking at
No
them
one
and
else-
looking at the golden figure.
No one else notices. Or seems to notice.
I'm gonna try and put my hand on the golden figure.
Goes straight through.
And they're doing what I'm doing. They're cooking.
Yeah, but like stuff is happening. Like it's weird. Like stuff's getting chopped next to you, and then it appears almost like chopped next to what you're doing.
Wait, what the fuck? I guess if no one says anything, he's just gonna watch the figure and not make a fuss.
Yeah, no, just keeps going. And you eventually, kind of as you'll kind of take a pause, everything's done, and you're just waiting for whatever you're cooking to finish. There's a voice, and kind of rinses out. Small improvements to be made, but you're doing well.
Wait, is Geb judging my cooking?
Yes. It's a craft, and you're doing it in his temple.
Oh shit. Well, I appreciate that. Thank
Gib.
you.
You're lost, aren't you?
I believe I'm in the kitchen. Am I incorrect?
You're smarter than that.
Get called out by a deity.
Mate, this ain't my deity. I don't give a fuck. Well, what do you mean by lost?
I see chains. Self-made, willingly bound chains from you. Broken. Words spoken that now have no meaning. Bonds forged, never to be unmade. Snapped. No ill intent, but nonetheless shattered.
Okay. Would Quan, of the intelligence that he has, understand what Geb is telling him?
Yeah.
Does this
I think
make
so.
any sense to him?
So I think Quan probably interprets, like, he's talking about his vows. Quan is smart enough to work that out.
Okay. It's a bit rude to me, but you know.
Fair enough.
Your words have no meaning,
Okay.
bro.
Okay. That's a real. Okay, fine. After that, Quan is gonna ignore Geb because that has hit a very sore spot,
Yeah.
and he's not gonna say anything more. I'm just gonna continue cooking.
I'm not here to ask that they be forged anew to me. I don't think I'm for you. But you'll need to find someone or something.
If you're referring to what I think you're referring to, I have already made mine, and I need not find anyone.
From what I can see, there's no one on the other side of those chains. And you finish cooking, the figure vanishes, and the rest of you are served a wonderful meal by, by Quan, who perhaps looks a little distracted, a little unsure. What are you all doing? What is the plan?
Do any of us notice this vibe from Quan?
Food tastes angelic.
Quan, how obvious would it be coming from you, or would you have shrugged it off?
I mean, it depends. Like, did I have a connection? Because, like, if not, I probably would have just said that out loud.
Yeah, this was all. No, you didn't say any of it out loud.
Okay. Yeah, it would have been really obvious. If you're watching him. Probably not if you're not specifically looking at Quan. But if you are, then yeah.
But I guess
probably
like
would have dropped like a salt shaker and a pan when the voice, you know, whatever. So
or just like Quan comes out from the kitchen or whatever, like can you see it on his face kind of thing? Like does he look a bit shook? Or is he just
He looks a little bit shook. I mean, I imagine for you, Mercy, like he's still fairly hard to read. I mean, when he wants to be honest with you, he's honest, and I think that you understand that. And when he's happy, he generally looks pretty happy. So it's probably a look that you've not necessarily seen. He looks slightly ticked off, but also he is keeping his like emotions under wraps, so he's not specifically lashing out or stomping around or anything like that.
probably no reason to say anything?
The roll that Quan did earlier was a religion check to see about Gab, right? It wasn't related to the quality of his cooking that he was doing today?
I think it was. 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 I think it was.
Like, how good is the meal that Quan's brought out?
So I will say it's possibly some of the best food all of you have ever had.
Hot damn.
It's like Kwan's food,
Wow.
but slightly enhanced.
Who eats the fastest of everyone?
Grudel.
Nice.
Then Fazul.
Cool. I'm sitting next to Grudel.
Oh, this is great. Do you guys eat this all the time? Quan, you're amazing.
Hey, Grudel.
Oh, this is fantastic. You should be a chef.
Oh yes,
I agree.
he cooks wonderful meals for us every day. So our travels have been quite wonderful, and everyone has been so well fed.
Oh, this is great. It beats vomiting every day. Just like eating it.
They really have been quite good fun. I've, dare I say it, enjoyed my time.
Yes, except for the kidnapping. That was awful.
Here,
But we had the fun of busting you out, didn't we?
Grudel, you have the skinning sickness. Sorry, skinny sickness.
Well, it's just my metabolism. I eat enough. I promise.
No,
you should eat up. Here, you can have some of mine, and Toad will scrape his
thank you.
plate onto Grudel's
Are
plate.
you sure you don't want it, Toad?
No. I've quite had my
Yeah,
fill.
he doesn't wait for your answer. He's taking it anyway.
Well, I was going to say,
So the skinny sickness.
The skinny sickness, yes. Among certain cultures, people catch the skinny sickness from one another, where they can't stop vomiting all the time, in order to make themselves smaller.
Sorry.
In most cases, it's fatal.
It's not that. He just didn't like being on the sea. No, the up, the down, the up, the down, and he needs to put his hand in front of Corin. Up, down, up, down. I was like, stop it.
Wait, in front of
But,
Corin?
No, sorry. Yeah, in front of
Grudel.
Grudel.
As
Corin's
long as
like,
you're-
do you know how some people, me, is like sits at a table and like is like Corin's not touched her food and her leg is like going up and down ever so slightly.
Corin is not eaten.
Not eating anything.
Interesting.
so this is a wonderful...
Nervous, are we? I didn't actually say that. I didn't say that.
Huh? So this is a wonderful getting to know you opportunity. Since we'll be fighting together later tomorrow, I assume. What shall we all be doing?
Well, Razor's not arising today, is she? We're allowed a full night's rest without disturbance. Looking at Toad pointedly.
Do we know?
You don't.
Well, she could be arriving any time, so we should be on high alert.
Well, how about this? You so graciously could go on watches today, and we'll be available tomorrow.
No,
I need
mate.
to explore the
we
ground.
can't, we can't make that one, I'm afraid, mate. Couldn't want it.
I don't do night
Fine.
watches. It's not for me.
So much for cooperation. Fine. Well, I suppose in this scenario, what exactly did she want from you? Are we bait or are we all ambushing together? What was your plan? Let's go along with that for now.
Your bait.
I
well.
understood. So we meet with Razor. She tries to kill us.
We're
She tries to
back
kill
on
you.
She'll insult you. She'll tell you to go home, and you presumably won't.
Maybe I will.
Then
So-
I'd really have to question your commitment to the mission, but fine. I suppose we win.
So, we go, we meet, and you attack heroically, and we join you. That's the plan?
No,
Or you could die terribly
Because-
and then we'll save you.
she's here to see you.
No, we go, we meet her, and you attack.
Sure.
Maybe. Sure, plan A.
let's call it.
What are all your weapon of choices?
Malik produces 2 daggers, Florin 2 crescent moon swords, Corin a bow, Grudel a lute.
Grudel, that's
Deadly. That
Grudel. That's an instrument. You
but
can't.
I cast magic through it. Understand?
What? No, that's stupid. Nobody casts magic through.
I will have you know that I am a very, very capable sorcerer.
Well, you could be a magician and be a musician, but you're not a magician. Those don't exist.
What a joke.
Have you ever tried singing an incantation? I thought not.
No.
Well, please be our guest.
Casimir, tell this halfling that he's you can't cast magic through instruments, right?
Well, ultimately, when the caster. Hang on, I don't know why you're asking me. I'm a ranger.
Sorry, Casimir. Oh, good. I'm glad this is all out in the open. Any other secret identities I should know about? Please.
Why did you write to my fake mother, Malik?
If you truly were Ivar Montague, as I, until only a moment ago, sincerely believed, then surely do you know Ivar Montague? Do you know who you were impersonating?
No, not really.
No, but he is a man of quite some note, and of course his mother,
That's very
the Master
boring.
of Laws, would need to know if he was embarking upon such a dangerous mission. We were only asking for permission and doing what was in the best interest of those at hand.
So diligent of you.
Malik, you always sound like you're about to cry when you talk.
Maybe I am.
Are you emotionally stable?
We can all share feelings around this breakfast table.
Malik has a momentary crisis of confidence.
Are you emotionally stable?
I'm very fine. Thank you. I had lots of time in solitary confinement to get to know myself.
What an
Okay,
answer.
but it's natural for mortals as social beings to crave the company and conversation of one another. So that could have been actually quite damaging.
Thank you.
I'm
You're
sure
welcome.
he needs you to explain that, yes.
I forget exactly which alias you're going by today.
Alias? What do you mean?
Which form are you in right now?
I'm Atropos.
Okay, so Atropos, okay. Thank you, Atropos.
It was quite difficult, as I'm sure it would have been for anyone.
I'm sorry about that.
Wait,
And that's the experience.
have the enemy party ever seen Atropos in a different form? Because I think he's always been Atropos.
Yeah, Atropos,
Yeah.
yeah. I thought you were Mercy right now, but that's fine.
You need to cry, Malik. Let it all out.
But what I'm saying, or saying to your friend Grudel, is that it sounds a little far-fetched for someone to claim to cast magic through a lute.
Did you not witness the trial of strength? He's perfectly capable and could have said, yes, I can cast magic. Sure, it might not necessarily need the instrument, but it adds a certain flair. Don't you agree?
Let's see. Cast something right now.
Sure, and he comes up and you see it, like he does like the light cantrip. and he does,
No,
like, the,
cast
like,
your
the-
most powerful spell. I want to see something very powerful. Come on.
Oh,
Your strongest spell.
But how can you prove
Strongest
that?
potion.
How can you prove that you couldn't do that without the lute? Just put the lute down. I'm sure you could do the same thing.
It's clever. I could do it without the loot, but I like the loot. Okay, I want to use the loot when I cast.
What's wrong
It's
with
like a
using the
comfort
lute?
thing. Spellcasters channel their magic through means of comfort. Some use hand gestures, some use books. I use books. Some people use gems. Some use lutes.
What I'm saying is that if I picked up his lute right now and just played a few chords, I wouldn't be able to make magic because I'm not magic. A lute, a musical instrument, makes sweet sounds. It doesn't make magic, does it?
Well, it's whatever you use to channel it, to channel your focus, and this is what I use.
It's a conduit.
Okay.
The same way that someone might use a wand or a stone or a yew staff.
Okay. I don't understand these things, so...
I don't need my book, but I like my book.
Gringle, play us a magic song.
Anyway, and you see his like he plays it through, and then like he uses mirror image, and like 4 instances of Groodle appear in various places and keep singing, and each one of them is singing slightly more off key.
Is the song... Yeah, I was going to say...
Write that down.
It's not
Is the
great.
song good? Is the song good?
No, I'm gonna roll a performance check for him. Actually, let me roll it.
Oh God, nat 20 Guru. You can do
I
it.
don't know. He
believe in you.
cannot. He cannot. He cannot roll well. That's a 3.
No,
It is not good.
It's stage fright, guys. He's got more potential, I believe.
Wait,
Singing
say
with
roll
yourself.
a-
It's like imagine hearing 4 different versions of yourself singing or speaking at the same time, and that not like working very well. It doesn't work well.
And
It
they're all
doesn't.
slightly off key and very different keys.
Sit
Yeah.
on my own!
Who in the enemy team
I'm
am
just Groodle.
Who am I sat closest to in the enemy team? Because-
So to go through the rest of them very quickly, Corin, Bo, Groodle, Lute, Talorin, double swords,
Bo.
Nalos.
Who's Bo?
Corin uses a bow. That's the
Oh.
weapon.
Oh.
We're going through the weapons. You asked quite a while ago.
I was thinking about Bo.
Nalos produces
That's cool.
a focus. Malik taggers. Fazul the greatsword. Brom just kind of like motions to his axe and says, "I can't unsheath it."
Can't?
No.
Or you won't.
Why not?
I won't.
Okay. But you could if you needed to.
Yeah, then someone would need to die.
Okay. That seems like a good reason.
Fair enough.
So I just go through each of their weapons of choice, as you asked. Several while ago before you got just whether or not a loot is a magical item or not.
Well,
sorry.
while Groodle's singing off key, Hazimo will lean to whoever in the enemy party is sat.
Who
closest
was you
to
sat
him.
near to?
Probably to Lauren, to be honest.
Okay.
just-
Talorin's still just like cold fury at you whenever possible.
I'll just lean over and say, I'm so sorry for the bard. He's not very good, is he?
Nope.
Look, don't get upset about the moon thing. I was only asking.
Yep.
And
Well.
you did punch me in the face, which is pretty outrageous reaction.
That's quite satisfying.
I get told that quite often.
I'm sure you fucking do.
You're not very friendly, are you?
Not to people who know stuff about me that they really shouldn't know.
Look, I read a dossier on all of you.
Who the fuck knew this? And how?
Nalaska, and I don't know. But whatever the name means, people do know, and they probably will say it in Razor's camp, so just be ready for that one.
Make a persuasion check to take this as a warning rather than using it for your own reasons.
16!
16. Kind of composes himself. I suppose I must take this as the mote of curiosity and preparation in which it was clearly intended, rather than the insult through which it began.
I mean, I would understand why it was an insult if I knew the meaning of the name, but I don't, so how could I have meant it that way?
Totally never. Personally, I think Silent Moon is quite a nice name. It sounds quite
It is.
cool.
Whimsical.
Is it a stage name?
No, it's not a stage name.
Do you have fans?
It's a nickname from my days of training in the Order to represent a quite significant failure in a stealth mission. One that I do not wish to be relived.
Wait,
It's not like you were mooning anyone.
Nope, not like I mooned anyone.
what does the name mean?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, me?
Tell us. Just try and get assistance. They're both trying.
Okay, wait. I need to get a special dice up for this one. I don't want to fuck this up. All right, I'm getting my toad dice out.
He was a red.
Am I
boy.
getting
That was his
assistance
name.
from Casimir on this?
You're getting disadvantage from Casimir.
No, he likes
No,
it
are you
now.
real? Are you
I
real?
persuaded
No,
him.
no. You have flat roll. I'm not kidding.
Oh wait, seriously, it's a flat roll. It's not good. It's not good at all. Persuasion, you said?
Yes.
That's a 2.
What?
I rolled a 3.
I've come a long way since then. I've tried to distance myself from failures of simple stealth missions.
But then why does the name hold any power? You've outgrown it.
Because it's a nickname that's stuck, and one I'd prefer not to.
Well, at least tell us how you got the name, mate. Come on.
There's everyone on the camp just staring at him like, I want to know.
Frankly, I think you're making this a bigger deal than it needs to be. If you had just acknowledged the name
Just
and
need
moved on.
I just want a group persuasion roll, and you need an average of higher than 15.
What? Oh, okay.
Wait, do I
Everybody
roll
who-
again?
Yeah, you can roll again.
I don't care.
Oh.
Do you want me to roll?
No, you don't have to roll if you don't want to.
I
Yeah.
rolled a nat 1. I don't know if that's helpful.
Oh no. I rolled a 18 minus 1, so it's a 17 now.
Yeah, 17.
16.
Pod just giggles to himself for a moment in the background, just goes, moon.
Okay, so I have a 17, a 16, and a 1. Any other takers?
I'm talking to Pod.
12.7. Fine, I'm just gonna fucking tell you, right? You guys aren't gonna stop.
Keep
The
trying.
night before, I'd attempted to cook for a friend, and I'd clearly not cooked the meat well enough. So, in the middle of the attempted stealth training, I lost control of certain bodily fluids.
Oh no!
Rather lovely.
Wait, did he shit himself?
You've shouted.
Oh, poor guy.
Sounds like he sharted.
Oh no, he was so hot, but now he's so gross.
And it is a name that all the other initiates called me for, well, till the second, frankly. And it is a name I've rather spread.
Oh, he thought it was a
Oh
fart.
man, we can't flirt with him anymore. He should. Why is this canon? I wish we never asked.
Yeah, you shouldn't have asked.
Well,
Is that fine? Is that enough? Is all of your curiosity satisfied?
I'm not very satisfied, no.
Is that something
If
that
I'm
happens
honest, mate.
often?
No. No. People don't usually shit themselves on me. That's
No,
ridiculous.
I mean to you.
Boy.
He says to Talarin.
No, it's not something that happens often. Since or before.
Watch out, you guys, Casimir says to the other party.
Arvis then says,
Why are we bullying?
If I'm honest, mate, I feel like it's something you should have kept to yourself.
Yes, I am aware.
Thank you for your honesty, friend.
One day, I'll be free of that goddamn name.
Did that guy just say that he shit himself on the stealth?
Yes, man. Research process the implication of that story.
Malik just like looks over, shaking his head like, oh dear.
You sure know how to pick them, Alex.
Where did you find this brown ninja, eh?
Clorin stands up and leaves. Like storms out at that. Yuna says, well, I'm not the last pick anymore.
Grudel, you should write a song about it.
God, the enemy team is so good.
Grudel says, "We're not the last pick anymore," and punches Casimir's shoulder.
Casimir just slaps it.
Did you just slap Grudel?
Yes. On the arm. It's not very hard. He has an 8 strength. I was going to say you should write a song about it.
The ninja who shits himself.
Saving the embarrassment of having to tell anyone.
Silent Moon's full moon.
Oh my god, do we need a moment to compose ourselves?
Yeah, I think we do.
Oh my god.
This NPC is going to have to die in the next like 5 episodes. It's the
He
only
has
way.
such a hot design. And
I know,
guy.
I made him so hot.
Poor guy. He shot himself.
He shams. That's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
Oof. Anyway, I turn to Pod and I whisper, I'm like, Pod, just while they're talking about that guy chatting himself, just don't mention anything that we know, okay?
Understood.
Okay? So
Anything we know.
things that we've talked about as a group, as a 6, as a brotherhood, as a alliance, as a team, as a camaraderie. Do you know all these words?
I'm aware of quite a few of them, yes.
Okay, good. You get my meaning.
I get your meaning. Don't talk to anyone.
Just don't talk to them, that, because I feel like Toad has kind of hung us out to dry a bit by telling them all the things that we know whenever he met them. So just, keep it to yourself.
Will do.
Cool. Oh, and try Quan's cooking. It's delicious.
Oh, I have been, don't worry. It's fantastic today.
It's not quite the bear jerky, but, can be.
Mercy, I'll say as the one most keenly in tune with everything, you do notice the change in Quan's demeanor most of all. And to everyone else, the imperceptible change of the weave around him.
Is Quan like laughing along at Poop Boy, or is he?
Quan, what are you up to?
Is he sort of sitting by himself?
Absolutely not. This is scandalous. I can't believe people are talking about shitting themselves in my presence. So he's looking very uncomfortably and slightly distracted still. So he did not laugh.
Mercy will go over to Quan then and have a chat with him while the rest of them are laughing at Taloran.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does Mercy say anything to Quan, or does he just
looks at him.
walk over there and
Just stands, just staring.
I feel like Mercy does that a lot. Is that something that Mercy does too?
Just stands over your shoulder and just
looks at you.
Yeah, it's a little bit like AI, like learning your rhythms so that they can communicate.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Hey, Quan, you seem quiet.
I'm just enjoying food and a sit down. That's all. Thank you for asking, though. Mercy, how are you? And he kind of like, as he calls them Mercy, he kind of quickly looks around to check that no one's heard him call them Mercy.
Is something wrong?
No, I just, you're one of our undercover friends, so I didn't want to out you.
Undercover, like a cloak. I'm wearing my cloak.
Never mind. I'm fine.
Okay. No, I just the reason is because you looked a bit pallid. Your face is a bit pale, and you looked a bit. You had a serious expression. And also your fate changed as well, so I was just a bit worried about you.
Does Mercy just like lump that on casually? Like,
100%.
I see. Can you explain to me what you mean by my fate changing? I'm quite lost, Mercy.
Well, I suppose your fate changed, but I wouldn't say it's more important than you looking kind of sad and kind of shaken.
And you know this how? A feeling? Sorry, forgive me. I don't quite know how your power works, Mercy.
It's not really a power. I just look. I see things. You just see. You know, when you're born, you open your eyes, and it's just sort of like that. I open my eyes and I see the future. Sometimes the past.
Interesting. Well, I feel fine. I did experience something strange in the kitchen, but I wouldn't say it was anything to be concerned about.
Okay. It's just that in order for your weave to change in a perceptible way to someone as inexperienced as me, you must have made a pretty big decision about your life. So, just wanted to make sure that you were okay.
No, I didn't make any new decisions, thank you, Mercy. And this is like the shift in like tone from Quan is like quite sudden. It suddenly feels very defensive to you. And he's probably trying to downplay that a little bit from his sudden outburst.
Well, you did. Sorry to say it, but you did because I can see it.
Well, perhaps, like you said, you're just not as experienced as others in that sense. You may have not seen correctly. And he smiles. Doesn't quite meet his eyes.
It's possible. It's possible. But anyway, didn't mean to upset you. Enjoy the poop story.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for the food, by the way. Delicious.
At that, he does slightly brighten and says, "Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you, Mercy."
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go have a word with Toad.
Malik stands up. A pleasure, all of you, but I have some correspondence to be getting back to. Awesome crying therapy. I'm unsure now.
Do you want to talk about it, Malik?
Never. No.
Okay.
Armor's perception check. Armor's?
Dear, oh dear. 7.
Nope, nothing.
Gentlemen, gentle ladies, do you have a name for your group yet?
Fazul. Yes, we did. Yes.
Yeah, share?
The winners.
You called yourselves the winners.
No, just stating fact. Haven't come up with a name yet. Have you?
We workshopped some way.
Ilara's Angels?
Oh, I like that one.
The do-gooders?
Oh, it also sounds really good.
The non-shitters, apparently now?
Oh, you should call yourselves the shitters.
Apparently so. I didn't realize the caliber of people recruited into this adventure.
You could swap sides if you'd like. You can come join us. I'm sure Alara will take you.
Oh, I think Casimir would really like it if you joined our team.
No, I don't think I would.
Casimir talks about you quite often, actually.
I don't think that's true, Toad.
I mean,
Really, all the time.
It's Casimir, not Ivor, but...
Oh,
My
sorry,
name's...
wait. His Majesty.
My name's Casimir Crossley. Nice to meet you. Hello.
It's a fresh start, but what does he say about me?
Toad?
Well, sometimes he says your name when he's sleeping. And he seems to bring you up a couple times every day.
I call you a cunt mainly, but yes.
And anything else you wanted to mention, Toad?
Let's see.
Oh, do you want some
He
tea?
likes to,
Group turns up and is like, I think Fazul calls his training dummy Chasm.
Oh, you do? That's sweet.
He was just talking the other day about that time that you broke into his room and slammed him up against the wall.
That's true. I was talking about that, yes.
Mate, training dummies. Isn't that like what they give to little babies?
No, it's a life-size model of a creature that I attack with my sword for practice.
You have a life-size dummy of me. You attack with your sword.
Do you take it to bed with you at night?
No, I do not.
Are you certain?
Toad. Oh, what's going on?
What do you mean?
I'm such an instigator.
Todd, come have some tea with me.
Tea? Oh, that sounds lovely. And he'll leave Fazul and Casimir to themselves, and he'll go join Mercy elsewhere, having successfully stirred the pot.
Arvis is probably gonna walk away as well, but before he does, he's gonna turn to and just be like,
Life-size dummy. You just stick with a sword. You're not fucking right, mate. You're a fucking psycho.
Arvis, as you go outside, where do you go?
To join my companions.
Oh, you're going. So everyone's still eating breakfast.
Oh, actually, yeah. Arvis is probably gonna head out for a smoke, I reckon. Put his pipe out.
As you leave, as you begin to make your throat, there's a slight flicker of extra. Basically, as you strike the match and light the pipe, there's a flicker of green with a little tinge of purple as something else in the air ignites, and you get an incredibly strong whiff of the thing you came here to find.
Arvis's eyes sort of squint and his nose just begins quivering and he's tasting the air.
Could you make an investigation check for me? Or this would be perception because it's smell.
Sure. So that came out as a 22 of a natural 20. Jesus Christ.
Right, okay. There are two distinct paths that this scent follows. One down the hill into the town. The other one round the back of this chapel.
Arvis is going to head round the back of the chapel.
Okay. The scent stops at what seems to be like a set of wooden double doors with a lock on them that seems to lead into the chapel's basement.
I would like to investigate it for traps.
Yep, go ahead.
In fact, so I just look around as well and just see if I'm being observed.
Go for it. Make a perception check.
That's a perception of 16 and an investigado of 9. I'm going to use a lucky point on that bad boy to re-roll that. Investigado one more time.
To your knowledge, you are not.
13.
Yeah, to your knowledge, you are not being observed, and it is not trapped.
I'd like to pick the lock, man.
Sure, make a lock picking check. Dex plus your modifier.
Yes. And I do believe I have expertise in that. That'd be the same as my stealth roll. So I'm just going to roll stealth. That's come out as a 12, which I'm not happy with, so I'm rolling another fucking point on that bad boy. 27.
27. Wow. Okay. Yeah. The lock flicks off, putty in your hands, and whatever is on it, the door swings open, and you get a whiff of that same smell.
Whoa. Just fucking quivering away at the smell of it. What lies within?
As your eyes peer through the gloom, you see empty barrel upon empty barrel
Is there like
in a
any
cellar below.
empty barrels? Anything else in there?
You need to go down.
And it's like a trap door, is it? Sorry, or like a
No, it's like those old like cellar doors that are kind of on the outside of a house. You kind of swing it open. There's stairs leading down. Yeah.
Cool. And is it a complete dead end and it's empty barrels?
You look through the gloom and you see that this is presumably there were supplies. There's like wine racks here, but there are also like empty barrels of whatever perhaps this is, leading. The smell kind of continues upwards. It's stronger here. You don't know if there's any left, but you know it was once housed here.
Okay. What Arvis is going to do is he's quickly going to use his fast little hands, go into his inventory, and I do believe he's going to get a crowbar, and he's going to jam it into the what do you call it? The door frame of those doors. So it's kind of like just chinked in there a bit. And he's going to head down inside and see if he can sort of scrape together any amounts of powder.
Sure. Can you make a perception check for me?
That comes out as it's a 4.
A 4. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. As you go down, there are between 7 to 8 barrels here, and I will say a separate investigation check. Perception was something else, but the investigation check to kind of work out what's going on.
Sure. Investiguise. Oh, natural 1. These rolls, boy.
Oh. Yeah, you don't know. You're overcome. Your nose is quivering. Your eyes are full of like you are transfixed on what is down here. And as you kind of go between barrel, looking between each of them, there is very little left. There are specks, and you kind of scrape them together. You maybe 10, 20 grams left until you get to the very last barrel. And as you open it up, it's not entirely pure, but it's mixed with some other form of explosive powder. But this barrel is like 50-60% full, and there are buckets next to it that kind of have been used to transport it. And because you are still pretty good investigation, you see there are footprints leading in and out, multiple of them, different sizes, leading to and from this basement.
Is this in the church, Jamie?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Okay. In that case, I'm probably just going to take out, I don't know, like something from his eating kit, and just a mug or something, wooden mug, and just like start filling as much of the sack as he can, quick as he can. Just
let me just check the spell. Nope, there is no. Cool, that's great.
And if it's not obvious by this point, he would not be smoking the pipe in the presence of.
No, that's fine. Absolutely understandable. Let me find what I was looking for. As you're so transfixed on this, as you're looking through, what are you doing? You just trying to put it all in a little bag, or are you? What is your goal?
Yes, he's basically just going to fill a small sack of it. Maybe enough to fill a few golf balls, not golf balls, tennis balls.
Are you saying anything to yourself? Like, what are you? Like, what is Arvis thinking or saying? Or not saying, if anything, what are you thinking?
He's just thinking, I got to be quick. I got to get this done.
So with a 4 on perception, you don't hear.
Oh boy!
But you do hear a voice behind you that you recognize. I guess in this case, curiosity cornered the rat. As your eyes grow heavy and you fall asleep.
Jeez!
The rest of you, what are you up to?
I believe that Atropos just invited Toad over for some tea.
Yeah, I guess I'm drinking tea. so where was it? Just talk to Quan. Yeah, so I kind of take Toad away, or like beckon Toad away from the Casimir Fazul convo, and I just kind of ask him to follow me out of earshot, maybe just outside the front door, and I just say, once we're alone, it's just like, so Toad, just wanted to speak to you quickly about you telling those people that basically the plan that we'd kind of discussed amongst ourselves and our encounters with Razor.
What plan?
No, you're right. Good point. Do you have anything to say about that?
About what?
It's like lecturing a child.
You know, the fact that you told them that we met Razor, we were here to she was coming here, basically everything that we knew.
But we already told Fonzie that. His
No.
Majesty sent him a message.
No, we didn't. Actually, Toad, we'd only told Fazul. It's Fazul, that Corin was not on their side. Again, keep that to yourself. Do not say that, especially in front of her.
I thought we told him that also Razor was on her way, and we were coming to save them. Am I incorrect?
Well, no, but maybe you didn't have to reveal as much as you did.
But all I said was, we're here to save you.
Yes, but you told people who also didn't know that as well.
I don't really see what I've done wrong.
No, that's kind of the point, isn't it?
But
Okay.
shouldn't it be obvious that... No.
Say that you and I, we have a secret. You know what a secret is, right?
Of
Something
course.
that we don't tell other people, but we share between us.
I know what a secret is.
Okay, good. Say we have a secret, you and I, and then you tell the secret to Casimir, because he...
Atropos, are you trying to lecture me on what a secret is?
Well,
I know
I'm just
fine
making...
well what a secret is, but we never established that this information was meant to be kept secret.
It was kind of implied.
I don't think the implication was very clear.
Okay, well, there we go. That's it. Just, please, next time you're thinking about walking up to the others and revealing things about possibly our plan, our strategy, you know, what certain members of us are thinking, just...
I didn't say that much. All I really said was, good morning, wake up. We're here to save you.
Okay. When they came down, they seemed to know more than we were expecting. So just... Do you understand what I'm getting at?
He just kind of looks at you blankly.
Okay, fine. I feel like I've exhausted this point.
Lovely chatting to you, and Toad will turn around and return back to the dining room.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay. Given the time, I'm not ending it, but if there is anything else, I think we finish whatever you guys want to talk about with the other group / together before we end breakfast, and that is where we will start the next session. So is there anything else that anyone would like to talk about with the other group? Or is that where we're finishing today?
I guess.
I'm gonna lose my fucking crow.
Well, while I'm sat next to Fazul,
Hmm.
as they walk off, I might I'll first say, I'm sorry about Toad. He doesn't quite get things. Things are. They run amok in his imagination. We'll say that much. I did want to ask, though. And don't take this the wrong way. Obviously, earlier I mentioned that I've read dossiers on a lot of you, so I know more than really I'd care to about each of your lives.
I haven't shat myself, if that's what you're about to ask.
I didn't think you had. I would accuse you of many things, but shitting yourself is not one of them. Colinar, why can't you go back?
What?
Can you elaborate? Sorry, I'm just so curious. You spoke about entering the tournament with a relatable amount of intensity, and I'm just curious how the pieces fit together.
You're an only child.
Yes.
And I suppose I'll leave it at you're very lucky.
I see. The tournament, is it?
I won't go back
related?
until I'm better, until I'm strong enough. I think we have that in common.
Is there someone at home you want to kill? Sibling?
No,
Just be better.
just someone I want to be better than.
Ah. See, I have someone I want to kill. So... similar, not quite.
No, I don't want them to die. I want them to witness.
You might have just given me an idea for when I'm done with my own personal mission.
Then we are even.
So you did think you owed me?
Once it was confirmed, sure. A little bit at least.
Alright, I'll take that as payment.
Sweet dreams. He walks off. And assuming nothing else, that's how we'll leave the session. I know we've been ever so slightly distracted, and hopefully this is gonna, well, not hopefully, sorry. This is also the last session we have with Arvis for about a month. We are going to, I don't think next session, we are going to have a guest during this time, which we will confirm and introduce. But thank you everyone for playing. I hope you enjoyed yourself. You forced out the shit story. It's not my fault. And I hope that
You could have drip fed it for a long time, you know.
I don't know, you should have done. And I hope that all of you doing cosplay, you're going to look amazing at the weekend. And good luck. I'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching. Hope you had fun. Bye bye.
Bye bye bye.
Bye.
See you next Monday.